I've got 5 tantalizing probiotic sauerkraut sandwiches to share with you today. What do I mean when I say probiotic sauerkraut? I mean it is cabbage that has been properly fermented into a bioactive, probiotic-rich, nutrient-dense sauerkraut. Homemade fermented sauerkraut, of course, fits the bill. But this stuff on the grocery store shelf in the United States does not contain live probiotics. So if you want to buy probiotic sauerkraut instead of making it yourself, stay tuned until after I show you these 5 incredible sandwiches when I share with you where to find the probiotic bioactive sauerkraut in the grocery store, because it's not going to be on the shelf. And real quick, before we get started with these 5 probiotic sauerkraut sandwiches, if it's a vegan sandwich, I'll provide animal protein alternatives. If it's an animal protein sandwich, I'll provide vegan alternatives. Each sandwich is intended for everyone to enjoy, which is why I'm giving options for both sides of the fence. Let's dive in. Probiotic sauerkraut sandwich number 1, Veggie Delight on sourdough. This is a fresh loaf of sourdough bread I just made, but of course you can use any type of bread you wish. You certainly don't have to make your own sourdough. The spread I'm going to use will provide an extra kick of probiotics. It's fermented hummus, but you can certainly use a regular non-fermented hummus instead. Additional alternative spreads are chipotle, honey mustard, mayo, or pesto. Add the probiotic sauerkraut. Be sure to never cook the probiotic sauerkraut because heat will actually kill the live probiotics. And that goes for all the sandwiches, not just this one. Some thinly sliced red onion, tomato. These are shiitake mushroom tops that I lightly sauteed. A portobello or any other mushroom would be perfect too. Or if you prefer an animal protein, take your pick. This gorgeous avocado will be next. Sprouts of any kind, and bring it all together. To actually get your mouth around this grande sandwich, wrap it like so with a paper towel. Then press together before each bite. Yep, so good. If my little petite self can bite in, so can you. Probiotic sandwich number 2, the BLT with extras. I'm making this BLT with Ezekiel brand bread, the 7 sprouted grains version. Sprouted grains have a higher enzyme level, which helps your body digest foods, plus they're also lower in lectins. This is the ridiculously good kraut magic that will be added to the sandwich. Start with adding probiotic sauerkraut into a blender cup. Then add some sun-dried tomatoes with their oil. This is a sun-dried tomato mash I got from the store, but you can use any form of sun-dried tomato. Pulse it in the blender cup. Now we're not going for a puree, but rather a loose blend of the 2 ingredients and a light chop. And now we're back here again. Scoop the kraut magic onto each slice of bread. I'm adding some pan-fried chicken breast. You can opt out of adding meat and instead replace it with a vegan substitute such as grilled portobello mushroom or tempeh. Some lettuce and tomato. Time for the bacon. Sub with vegan bacon if that's your preference. A fried egg, obviously omit it if you don't eat eggs, but if you do, so good. And put this baby together. Probiotic sauerkraut sandwich number 3, Greek inspiration. Veggies tend to become delectable in flavor when they're roasted. Today I'm roasting red onion, zucchini, red bell pepper, and mushroom. Feel free to create your own roasted veggie blend. Drizzle them with olive oil and make sure everything is coated. I'll place these in the oven for 35 minutes. While the veggies are roasting, let's make this cucumber dressing. For just a little bowl, you'll need a little cucumber. This is about 100 grams. Quarter it and cut out the seeds. I find grating it on its side works better than grating it on its belly or back. Pat dry with the paper towel. Add yogurt or thick kefir, plus the shredded cucumber. Give it a mix. As an alternative to dairy, you can use an unsweetened, unflavored, dairy-free yogurt instead. Add garlic powder and dill, and what I forgot to show you was adding 1 squeezed lemon wedge. Salt to taste. One last mix, and it's ready. Once the roasting veggies are done, slice up some cherry tomatoes. I chose not to roast the tomatoes, but you can if you wish. This is pita bread. It's a wonderful yeast-free bread and the best when warmed up for a sandwich like this. Add the cucumber dressing, then the probiotic sauerkraut. Add the tomatoes, then the roasted veggies. More cucumber dressing to make every bite juicy with goodness. You can eat it open-faced like this, or put it together like this. To make it easier to eat, I wrap mine with a paper towel. Oh yeah, so scrumptious. Juicy, juicy good with texture and flavor. Probiotic sauerkraut sandwich number 4, the Kraut Burger. Allow me just a moment to say thank you for watching my video. I take a lot of time with my videos to ensure their quality. If you would like to buy me a cup of tea, I'd be so grateful. The $5 donation supports my channel so I can keep doing what I do, and hopefully that is benefiting you. Okay, back to the Kraut Burger. For this Kraut Burger, I've got a blend of sauteed mushrooms and red bell pepper. For me, mushrooms on a burger is magic. Start with the buns of your choice. Then I'm going to add this ranch dressing to the buns instead of ketchup. And if you think that sauerkraut and ranch don't work well together, au contraire, my friend, it is a delicious duo. Pesto is a sensational alternative to the ranch or a dairy-free chipotle mayo. This is an elk burger, but you can of course substitute with beef, chicken, or fish. And vegan options are grilled eggplant, portobello mushroom, or a veggie patty. Some lettuce. And now it's time for the sauteed mushrooms and red bell pepper. Adding homemade probiotic sauerkraut. Bring the two sides together and look at this burger sensation. As an added bonus, I'm going to air fry these organic Yukon Gold French fries. Probiotic sauerkraut sandwich number 5, sauerkraut grilled cheese. I was recently at the Saturday market and stopped by the House of Ferments booth. They were kind enough to let me film the making of their grilled cheese and kraut sandwiches that you can of course recreate at home. Starting with some grilled toasted bread, some cheese, dairy or vegan versions, garlic aioli, adding their house-made probiotic sauerkraut. And since the sauerkraut is not directly placed onto the grill and being fried, rather it's resting on top of the bread, the probiotics will remain intact at least by 90%. So you're still getting a probiotic sandwich. An egg is being added to this one, but here's a grilled tempeh alternative. You can of course omit the egg or tempeh and go straight up with the cheese and probiotic sauerkraut. Are you inspired to create a probiotic sauerkraut sandwich at home? Good. You can easily learn how to make your own sauerkraut at home with my step-by-step sauerkraut recipe videos that are perfect for beginners. And if you're not in a place in your life where you can make your own at home, you can buy it. Look for sauerkraut in the refrigerator section, typically in the organic or health section of the store. Don't buy a sauerkraut on the store shelf because in the United States, by law, it's either undergone a high heat or high pressure canning process to sterilize the food contents in order to be considered long-term shelf stable. Therefore, live culture, bioactive sauerkraut, the one that will give you the health benefits, it will be found only in the refrigerator section. Click here to watch my sauerkraut masterclass for beginners. A link is also provided in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.